All right, well, good evening, everyone, and thank you for watching our special election night coverage. We will be here with you until the races are decided.
We have crews all over the area. And Helena Moreno, at large, likely to win tonight. The other at-large seat, of course, is one of the top races that we're going to be watching closely that has been so hotly contested just in the past several months.
J.P. Morrell with 50%. He needs 50% plus one vote to win it outright tonight. Thoughts?
As we get more numbers in, we'll know, but I think he's going to come very close to winning it outright if he doesn't win it outright.
Is that
tonight.
Surprising to you?
No. He was always the front runner.
Do you feel like there's an anti-incumbent attitude maybe that's kind of permeating the city? Concerns about trash pickup and Entergy and all of the issues that Sewerage and Water Board has been facing. You're on the Sewerage and Water Board. You used to work for Entergy. Do you feel like that you've been pulled into that in a way as an incumbent and had to face those attacks from a couple of very well-financed opponents?
Well, I've got political enemies, make no mistake about that. And they were not, my political opponents were not the only ones trying to take shots. So at the end of the day, I am not afraid of what my record is. I stand on my record. We've done an excellent job as a councilman, and that is what I'm going to be running on. So they can continue to throw bricks, and we will continue to tell our story, and the voters will have to make a decision.
And now to the mayor's race. We're ready to call this one as well, guys.
Latoya Cantrell is going to be reelected tonight. No big surprise. This question of the margin, and right now, with 52.5% of the precincts in, she's got 56.8% of the vote, and I think that's going to go up when the rest of the vote comes in.
Okay, so 56%. You said earlier 60% would be the mandate level, and Clancy's predicting that this will climb. Do you think we're getting to the point where people are saying, "Hey, we love what you're doing. This is a mandate to continue on your journey, leading us"?
Well, possibly. We haven't seen the final numbers yet, and they very well could be floating around that. But you have to, even if she does get 60%, you have to keep in mind that 40% of the electorate went to the polls and voted for basically unknown candidates.
But incumbents in general have an advantage. They're better known, they can raise more money, and she had all of those advantages, and she did a really good job with COVID, even though she's been criticized, I think rightly, for dropping the ball in some other areas. She did a really good job on COVID, and even her critics, perhaps begrudgingly, give her credit for that, and that's a big deal.
What a day, what a day, what a day. In this beautiful city of New Orleans.
District B, which has had a significant amount of money poured into this race, Jay Banks, the incumbent there, right now winning by 42% of the vote. Not enough to get him a win outright tonight, and we have already projected from our analysts that this is going to be a runoff between Jay Banks and Leslie Harris.
I think that we've stood on a good platform. We've talked about the potholes that can't get fixed, the crime that can't get solved, and Jay Banks has said that he can't do any of those things.
St. Tammany Parish voters rejected a proposition to build a $325 million casino and resort near Slidell, and those against the casino celebrated at the wine market in Slidell.
Crime was the biggest issue. We can't afford to gamble with public safety. And look, it's a big win for us tonight in St. Tammany. We don't need a casino here to advance and make this parish better.
Marvin Gussman's total, as we thought, shot up. He doesn't have a majority, but he's just shy of 48% right now. And there's still 11% of today's vote, almost 11% of today's vote out there, and a lot of that is in Algiers. And almost 2/3 of that vote that's not yet in is African American, where he was getting 56 to 58%. I don't know if that's going to be enough to push him over the top, but it's going to get him up a little higher. He's going to be very close to 50%, maybe there, maybe not.
Four-term incumbent Orleans Parish Sheriff Marlon Guzman has lost his bid for re-election, losing to former independent police monitor Susan Hudson. She will be the first woman to hold the office of sheriff in Orleans Parish.
So we're here with a new sheriff in town, Susan Hudson, but not a new face. You've been independent police monitor for 11 years. So how do you transition from that role to sheriff, which is primarily overseeing that jail?
Yeah, it's an easy transition. I provide high-level leadership as the police monitor, and it's the same thing as the sheriff. I'm the chief administrator. We're going to have those under me to do the work, and we're going to do it right.